Right, now we are joined by Steve Siebold. He is the author of a very good book, How Rich People Think. We should all read this. Steve, several topics. Let's start with this one. On this program recently, someone said that the rich, having made a lot of money last year in the stock market, and maybe some money in the housing market, the rich have an obligation to spend that money to help the economy. And you say?
Why? Why are they obligated? I mean, these people didn't make their money robbing banks. They made their money solving problems.
Because it would be good for the economy.
So is solving problems. I mean, do people want their problems solved or not? If they want their problems solved, you're going to have to look to the innovators, the job producers, the creators. If they go somewhere else, who's going to solve the problem, Stuart?
Somewhat Darwinian there, Steve.
It's Randian to some point. It's Atlas Shrugged come to life.
No obligation whatsoever. You made a ton of money. You don't want to splash it around a little bit for the benefit of all.
I think that's a nice idea. It's a good philosophy.
Good PR.
Good PR, but obligation? I don't think so. I think it's un-American.
No obligation. I think I would agree with that. Oh, we agree with that?
All right, we all agree.
No obligation.
Remember, some of these rich people are the most philanthropic people on the
Absolutely,
planet.
right.
The more you encourage them to spend because they have to in other areas, takes away from some of those philanthropic efforts, and people would then be complaining
And they also
about
get critiqued when they do spend it. Someone driving around our Maserati is like, look at that rich SOB. I have nothing.
That's right. But I like
your Bentley?
I like it.
Luxury goods. They are getting more expensive, and rich people appear to be buying less of them. They're blanching at a $6,000 handbag, for example. What do you say to that?
You know, it's funny. We were talking about this before. I was at the Oscars last week, and you see all this jewelry, but it's all loaned. That's what the movie stars were telling us. It's all loaned from the jewelry store.
But the rich
I don't think they're buying it.
The rich are pulling back.
You're right, they are. I think because it's price raping. I mean, I don't think they mind paying a sufficient price, maybe a little bit overpriced. But when they raise that, when a handbag costs $5,000, Stuart, come on, these people are not stupid.
What were you doing?
Just because they're rich.
What were you doing at the Oscars?
Well, we have a movie deal pending, and so we were kind of walking the red carpet with Harrison Ford and hanging out with some of the movie stars.
You must be rich.
Relatively, so I'm small business. I'm just small, not like you guys. You guys are Wall Street rich. I'm just small business.
Are you worth $100 million?
I'd rather not say, but I'm small time.
What do you mean?
I don't make any big claims. You guys are Wall Street rich. I'm just small. I'm just small.
I want to know if you got one of those $80,000 swag bags.
I shop at Marshall's, you guys.
Did you get the $80,000 swag bag?
No, I saw it.
You didn't get one?
I saw it, but I didn't get one.
Why not?
No, I'm not that rich. But you guys probably would have done it.
So under 50 million.
Well under 50 million, yes.
25 million.
You're tough.
Under
you're tough. When I'm on remote,
million.
you're not as tough on me.
The producer says stop. The producer says stop, and I do what he says. Affluenza. You know what that is? A young man kills 4 people in a drunk driving episode. His parents are very wealthy, and his defense is, I'm so rich, I don't know right from wrong because I have been, coddled all my life. Well, you look at the rich, and what do you think of that line of defense?
I think it's ridiculous for one, but I will say the entitlement of not the people that made the money, but the kids, the grandkids. I've seen some of that over the interviews over the last 30 years, and there is an entitlement. Some of those kids are really screwed up because their parents...
Yeah, you got a girl in New Jersey, 18 years old, suing her parents, to take care of her, to pay for a private school, even though she doesn't want to live in a house. And are you kidding me?
Yeah,
what?
Ridiculous.
I mean, this has got to be, for me, it's madness. It really is madness.
Okay.
Don't give your kids money if you're rich. I think that's the...
You can't blame parents for everything. People make their own decisions, especially at the age of 16.
One last one to you, Sandra, though. Don't you think the rich could use some good PR? And if they had an obligation and spent some more money, that would be good? And if they, get away from affluenza...
The rich are already paying over half the taxes in the United States of America. They're already paying their fair share. So... I'm sorry, I saw that interview, and I sat there watching the television screen, and I wanted to just,
Scratch your eyes
I won't
out.
actually, no.
She actually broke it, but then she bought another one.
I wanted to
Helping
jump
the guy.
through the TV, let me put it
That's
that
a good
way.
shot.
By the way, rich people do spend money, but to your point, when you go to Louis Vuitton 3 years ago and the bag is $1,500, then it's $2,500, then it's $5,000, you kind of say, oh, what the? I'm looking like a sucker. I don't mind buying nice things.
Hey,
but
it looks like he's got one of those Tourneau watches on right now.
Does
I
he
got this
really?
at Marshall's for $52 on sale.
I put it on Fifth Avenue from